Hey y'all, it's Jamie Deen here. Today I'm gonna share a delicious fall recipe with you. You know why I call it a fall recipe? Because we're using acorn squash. Now what is an acorn squash? I don't know. It's a squash. Looks kind of like an acorn. It's a fall gourd vegetable that we love. I've been making these for a long time. They're super simple. My mom's made them at home my whole life. Here's another little benefit to them. It is perfect for baby food. Our third son, Davis, is 9 months old, and Brooke makes all of his baby food, which is not as hard as you might think. She follows this recipe, although we don't use any sugar in it. And then you just put it in a blender, whip it down. We put it in an ice cube tray, we freeze it, and then we thaw 2 of those out, and that makes up his lunch. So it's not only good for you, it's good for your babies too. So we got 2 acorn squash here today that we're gonna slice and de-seed. But the first thing we're gonna do is get a little saucepan going. I know you like measurements here, so I'm gonna make sure I do this exactly right. 5 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of light brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and 2 teaspoons of fresh top thyme. So thyme, chop thyme. Top thyme. So I'm gonna put my butter in our little saucepan that we have going here. I'm gonna get it. This won't take but just a couple of seconds. What we really wanna do is melt the butter and introduce it and get it married to our brown sugar and our syrup too. Now this is gonna bake in the oven for 1 hour. So this is one of those recipes that if you find yourself with time in the morning or the afternoon, you can fix this ahead of time. And if you'd like to whip it up later, you can mash it and serve it to your family, or you can do it an hour before dinner time. We like to eat it right out of the gourd. That really makes it fun for the boys too. So let's get our butter melted down here. And we're gonna add our brown sugar. Get our maple syrup down in here. And it's always time for thyme. You like that one, Mom?
I like it.
So this is it. Once our butter and our sugar and our syrup and the thyme gets all together, this is all the ingredients that we have going into our roasted acorn squash, save for just a little pinch of salt and pepper that we're gonna do. While this is melting down here, why don't we step over to the cutting board and let's get our acorn squash ready. So we've got a knife here. I'm gonna cut it down a seam. This is kind of a tough, you know, it's like carving a pumpkin. So you wanna be careful. Use a nice long knife. Watch your fingers and toes. We'll cut right through the center. It looks just like a pumpkin on the inside. Gonna pick a good seam here. Straight through, and then I give the knife a little twist at the bottom to help pop the cord off the top. We want to save as much of this meat as we can, so just be careful to get all those little strings that keeps the seeds connected to the inside of the acorn squash. We want to go just deep enough to get all those guts out of there. It's a lot easier than carving a pumpkin. Just take time and make sure that you don't want to eat any of those things. It's not as good to, it's like leaving corn silk on a corn. You don't want any acorn squash silk to pop up when you're eating your roasted acorn squash. Now don't you for 1 second think that this is too much trouble for this little bitty acorn squash. I promise you, you are gonna love how delicious this is. So while I've got this open, I'm gonna take just a little bit of salt, sprinkle it on the top. We love the savory and the sweet around here. A little bit of pepper, just to kind of balance everything out. Just a little bit. I'm gonna take these 4, I'm gonna put them on a cooking pan. Right there. This couldn't be more easy. Make sure you got a nice stable base. If you've got a rocker, if you want to, you can always come in and take a little bit off, just enough to find you a flat edge. Being careful not to cut all the way through because these little vessels are gonna hold all of this. Look at how delicious that looks, y'all. So I'm gonna just use my same spoon. And I'm gonna try to divide this as equally between these as I can. I'm gonna start with 3 tablespoons.
It's like a savory caramel sauce.
Yeah. You cannot go wrong with butter and brown sugar. The maple syrup adds itself to this dish too. It goes really well with the acorn squash. And now you see I've got 3 tablespoons in each. So now I'm gonna take my little pastry brush and I'm gonna take care to brush the sides because we want everything covered with this flavor. Now most of this is gonna cook off or absorb into the acorn squash, so don't think that you're gonna be eating a bowl of syrup. By the time this is over, this is gonna cook down and it is gonna be delicious. Perfect. I love it when the recipe looks good before you even cook it, and this looks delicious. I got an oven, y'all, preheated at 400 degrees.
I want to see.
This is it, Mom. Look how pretty this is. You can actually open the oven for me, please.
Oh my gosh, that looks delicious, Jamie. Mama used to make those, and she put brown sugar butter and little pineapple tidbits in it.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
And we'd eat it right out of the shell like you was talking about the children. So I'm hungry.
So that's it. I'm gonna feed her acorn squash in 1 hour.
Yay!
Hey, I'll let you in on a little secret. Whenever we get the chance to come over here, it's kind of hard to coordinate all of us together, and I'm watching the clock because I got to pick up my kids from school today because my wife's got somebody coming in the house because I got to have something done. Y'all know how that is. So I've done 4 or 5 recipes today, but I'm here to tell you this is the end of the acorn squash recipe. It's ready. It's been in the oven for an hour. Let's have a gander, shall we? Ooh. Now y'all be careful. This is hot. Hot. Now you see, this is retaining a good bit of that liquid that we had in there. So before I serve this to my family, this is a little tasting cup. This flavor has been sitting in there and it's just been soaked up by this acorn squash. That's a little too much for me to serve. I'm gonna tip it over. I'm gonna leave the inside moist, but I don't want it quite so full. I'm gonna give it a little tip. Y'all be careful because that's hot. It's been in the oven for an hour. Look at that.
Paula, you need to come taste this.
Now you might not want to eat a whole acorn squash at one time, but for a side dish of anything that you're doing at your house, most especially this time of year in the fall or the winter or the late winter, this is a delicious complement to anything that you're cooking.
A nice roast pork.
And look how, see that? You just eat it right out of that little cup.
How you do it?
Get it down in there like anybody's ever had to tell you how to get food out of something. Here, eat the one that I've drained the syrup out of already.
Well, I was gonna get my straw. I kind of like the looks of this. And just pull it apart and dip it down in that wonderful sweet soup.
Y'all, I'm not kidding you. The brown sugar and the butter and the syrup and the earthiness of this gorge vegetable.
Have you ever thought how different you
Hard
and I
to
are?
be beat. Everybody's different, Mom. Everybody's kind of the same, but there's a million different things with every person that makes us all different. That's what I tell my kids. Everybody's kind of the same, but everybody's completely different.
That's what makes the world go round.
That's what makes the world go around. I say it every day.
Cause see what I like? I like all that juice.
You certainly don't need it. This is really delicious and really
I know it because
easy.
I'm sweet enough, right? Is that right?
Of course.
I'm gonna hold my tongue so it helps on the edit end, but sure, you're sweet enough. That's it, y'all. Really delicious acorn squash.
It's hot.
Give it a try. Let us know what you think.
Well, I'm trying.
Love
I'm
and best
trying.
dishes. I gotta go get my kitchen
Get your
spoon.
own
Eat.
get your own tagline.
Y'all do good things and love one another. Thanks, y'all.
You got to hush, cause we're not going anywhere till I taste this.
Well, take your time.
Get your own tagline.
I just dropped it.
What'd you drop?
I'm gonna save everybody on the edit end. You're right, Mom. I'll get my own tagline. What do you think about the squash? I'm always worried because we give each other such a hard time. I want y'all to know I love my mama more than anything.
Oh.
She's so sweet and has achieved more in her life than most people ever would dream to do.
Oh, son, come here.
It's good, y'all.
Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.